Hey, welcome to another episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. Before we start, I gotta dedicate this show to my man Mike Wilson over at Mike's Ultra Rad Beer Reviews. You probably haven't seen him. He's fairly new to the YouTube beer reviewing scene. He's only been doing it like a month or two, and he's up to like 50 reviews already. He's a pretty average guy, but he makes like very entertaining beer reviews, and they're nice and breezy and short, like 4 minutes tops, and he does it with his friends and family. So be sure to go check him out. And the reason I dedicate this one to him is because he's been drinking a lot of Michelob beers lately, and that's what we got tonight. We got Winner's Bourbon Cask Ale by Michelob, better known as Anheuser-Busch InBev. This is their winter warmer. Not much of a description on the bottle. It says, an auburn-colored brew with a smooth, robust taste, full of rich aromas, hints of vanilla, and flavorful hops. And on the front, it does say, winter ale aged on bourbon oak casks and whole Madagascar vanilla beans, 6% alcohol by volume. Well, that's a pretty color. That's like a copper, amberish, a lot of carbonation in there, and I got a pretty nice head too. Pretty aggressive pour. Got most of the carbonation out. Nice 2-finger, you know, off-white, almost kind of a yellowy head. It does smell rather grainy. It has like that typical, you know, beer smell to it. Is that, you know, and this is the kind of smell, you know, when you think of beer, this is what the average person, the scent, this is what they think of. I mean, it smells pretty much like, you know, a regular Michelob or Coors or. Anyways, let's see what it tastes like. But if you didn't catch that, that was a hum, not a I was surprised that there's real flavor here. It's very fruity. Well, maybe not very fruity, but it's more fruity than anything else. Like I said, kind of like a plum or cherry kind of taste. And then it finished with like kind of a little bit of a grainy bitterness at the end there. And you get the vanilla on the finish, but it's very mild. It's enough to notice, but it's not enough to like really enjoy. Yeah, I mean, the palate overall is fairly tasty. It's not off-putting. It's not super appealing though either. You know, I mean, I think the drinkability just barely saves this beer. What happened to the head? I had a nice 2-finger head there, and it's gone. And I got a little bit of lacing on the glass here, but you know, now it's just totally tepid too. You know, so I mean, this beer is it's like one of those middle of the road beers. It's like, okay, there's some flavor there, but it's not doing a whole lot for me. But at the same time, its flaws aren't bad enough to like really put me off. This is definitely drinkable, but it's not like super enjoyable. And again, whenever I review a macro brewery, it's like it's almost unfair to even review it because I'm not the target audience for this. Almost kind of a caramel kind of flavor now. It has warmed up in just the few minutes that I've been sitting here, and I actually made a point to leave this out for about 5-10 minutes. So I'm really bringing out the flavors by letting it be a little bit warm. If you're going to drink this beer, don't, you know, first of all, obviously don't suck it right from the bottle. Second of all, don't just take it right out of the fridge and chug it. If you let it warm up, you're going to get like a real genuine flavor here. And the drinkability on it, if you're the kind of customer that Michelob is going for, you'll probably find this rather drinkable. 6% ABV, I mean, that's pretty high for especially a macro brewery like that, but you know, it's supposed to be a winter warmer, and that's kind of the point. You know, I'm not really getting much spices or anything, but Yeah. I mean, I can totally see what they're trying to do with this beer, but it's really, I mean, it's just not working for me. It might work for you guys out there. I don't know. So, I mean, I'm going to kind of go neutral on this one. I'm going to give a 5 out of 10 to Michelob Winter's Bourbon Cask Ale. It's, you know, it's like an average beer. I mean, I'm kind of approaching it from a craft beer standpoint, and obviously this isn't real craft beer, but I would take this over, you know, any macro lager any day, because it has like some genuine flavor to it and it's fairly complex, and it's actually, I mean, it's actually very drinkable. So if I was at a party and, you know, I could suck these down no problem, and you really don't taste or feel the alcohol or anything. So yeah, 5 out of 10 for Winter's Bourbon Cask Ale. It's an okay beer. Try it if you want, I don't care.
Somebody brewed it, Chad just reviewed it. Thanks for watching Chad's Beer Reviews. Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.